And we got some serious bombshells in Web3 news as Shanghai includes blockchain in its 5-year plan, AAVE creates Web3 social media platform, and Andrew Yang Gang shouts it from the mountaintops. He wants Web3 to prove the haters wrong. And for our first Web3 story, what bear market as Andreessen Horowitz raises $4.5 billion fund for the Web3 ecosystem. Billions of dollars being scraped together by single entities to help fuel the Web3 movement. But that's not all. I got a whole list of Web3 investments that are being made currently as a Web3 startup aims for a $2.5 billion valuation in its latest funding. Hashlong Ventures raises a $100 million Web3 investment fund. Early Solana investor NGC Ventures raises $100 million for a Web3 focused fund. And that's not all. Web3 gaming platform on Terra blockchain gets a $25 million boost from FTX. So these massive billion-dollar corporations see the value proposition and the road that's ahead of us. It's an unstoppable force, and they're pouring gasoline on the fire to supercharge things by the billions of dollars. My nieces and nephews brace for impact because we are going to have a tsunami shift in not only the way we do things, aka Web 2 transitioning to Web 3, but the cryptocurrency valuations that we think are high now will be very, very low in the next 5 to 10 years. I mean, just think about it. If all NFTs are worth $200 billion, that means that the broader market must be well into the trillions, tens of trillions of dollars in order to justify that. And so if we're talking about $10 to trillion numbers, then this $25 million is just snickle fritz to where it's really going to be. This is an investment that FTX is going to quadruple over the next 5 to 10 years. And same with these billion-dollar investors. They're going to turn that $4.5 billion into $20 billion, no doubt in my mind. And for our next stories, we're moving into countries that are doing the same adaptation. Singapore's low taxes draw Japan's Web3 companies. Last week, I was talking about how Japan is leading the charge. Well, Singapore wants to add their name to the list as they are opening their doors for Web3 companies. Shanghai's doing the same thing as they include blockchain, Web3, and NFTs into their 5-year plan. We're going to see more of these countries cutting the red tape and opening their doors to Web3 innovation, and it's just going to keep growing. Then China is going to say something, Russia, European Union, America is going to say something about Web3 and how it is an unstoppable force. We need to get out of the way and let these developers build. So we have massive investors pouring in money by the billions, and then we have country governments opening up the doors and letting this innovation take place. So these both factors simultaneously are going to make for a very explosive mixture into this next bull run. We're hoping as soon as 2026, 2027, and then on into 2030, money like you have not seen before. Prices are going to be insane. We have AAVE creates a Web3 social media platform powered by NFTs to flip the switch. I love a little bit of marketing in there. If you go to my main story today, I was talking about this new Web3 future where all of our files are stored in a peer-to-peer fashion on Filecoin. We then access that data through Helium's distributed peer-to-peer Web3 internet service. And then we access all of that on Solana Saga mobile Web3 cell phone. And don't worry, we're going to have a social media app too on AAVE. And so basically every single app that you think is useful in the Web2 space will be ported in some way into Web3 over the next 5 to 10 years. There'll be an Instagram, there'll be a TikTok, there'll be a Friendster, there'll be a Grindr, there'll be a Pornhub, and many more apps just like this will find their way into Web3. And it's just this really bright, shining future I'm excited about because we can cut the cord with all of these middlemen, all these service providers, all these monthly subscriptions. Just pay a one-time fee and I've got it forever. These NFTs are my property. This cryptocurrency is my property. I just lock it up in my own wallet on Web3 and it's mine. I don't have to pay a monthly anything for it. Same with my music, same with my movies. How great would it be if I could just pay a one-time fee and get all episodes of The Office? No more of this, oh wow, it's not on Netflix anymore, it's moved over to CBS. Or no, now it's on Peacock now. I got to switch from Netflix to Peacock. No, I want to buy every episode. I want to pass it on to my children and my grandchildren. No more of these monthly subscriptions. Web3 is going to blaze that trail forward. And for our last story, Andrew Yang wants Web3 to prove haters wrong. I love this, that people with big platforms and who have kind of a lot to lose. I know Andrew Yang wants to do a political move. He wants to run for president. He wants to run for governor. And so to make statements like this are very controversial and can turn people against him, but at the same time can sway people in his direction. So Yang Gang, I'm all about it. His majority of his demographic root for Web3, cryptocurrencies, technological changes like this. And I just love that people with a platform and with a megaphone are preaching it from the mountaintops that he wants Web3 to prove the haters wrong. Yang Gang, let's go, baby. I hope I get to see you in this next election run. And I just want to see more of your period. So thanks for shouting out Web3. Thanks for shouting out blockchain. Thanks for being you, and keep hyping us up from the mountaintop.